Hi, I'm Symphoneers, and today we're taking a look at Boros Go Wide in Murders at Karlov Manor Standard. So, way down low on the curve, we have 4 Lunarch veterans. These I've found have been important in stabilizing in an aggressive mirror, or like versus red deck wins or whatever, getting the additional life gain off of things like our Resolute reinforcements and so on. I found to be very helpful for not immediately dying, which gives us a chance to like scale and remove their threats and so on. So yeah, been very pleased with Lunarch veteran. We are also running 4 of Novice Inspector and Voldaren Epicure. These are just 1-drops that give us additional kind of utility and card advantage in terms of the tokens that they create. They also work very well with our one of fun of Warden of the Inner Sky. Initially I had more of these in here, but they just were kind of awkward to use. I found that one is good, or like it can actually do some work. In our 2-drop slot, we have a bunch of Ambitious Farmhands and Spirited Companions. Initially, these were more exciting cards in terms of being like Adelines and Squeeze and just, 3-drop token generators. But I found that that made the deck too slow and too inconsistent, whereas just having cheap bodies that can get anthemed up, and also help us draw more cards to smooth out the kind of entire game plan, that has been pretty cool and good. Helps the deck work, which is nice. We're also running 3 Assemble the Players. This has been a great source of card advantage for the list. We're running 3 instead of 4 just because they don't stack. It's not the end of the world if you draw multiple Assemble the Players. You can filter them away with like the blood tokens from the Epicure. But yeah, we just really want 1 Assemble the Players, and that's it. Something that's been performing very well in the list has been Case of the Gateway Express. This has very consistently killed whatever ails us, and then is reasonably easy to solve. It's not like 100% that we solve this every time it comes down, but this deck very reliably does solve it, and I've been very happy with the performance. We have a full playset of Resolute reinforcements as well, aside from helping us solve the case very easily and working well with Warleader's call. It's what a cute thing that the deck can do is play Resolute reinforcements at instant speed and leverage Assemble the Players at the opponent's turn, on the opponent's turn, so that's something to keep in mind if that comes up. Just a way to get more Assemble the Players value. In the 3-drop slot, we have a Warleader's Call. I've been pretty happy with this as well. Initially it felt a little bit slow, but after cutting the other 3-drops and focusing on it, the reach provided by the Impact Tremors, the 1 damage effect, has been very helpful for closing out games. And yeah, just makes all of our terrible bodies pretty good, especially with the Case of the Gateway Express anthem, or a half anthem. We pretty reliably get like all our 1/1s punching in, or like scaled up to being 3/2s or something, and that helps all of these terrible 1/1s actually be relevant. And in the top end slot, we do have a full playset of Knight-Errant of Eoses. These are just a kind of backup card advantage option to Assemble the Players or our value 2-drops and stuff. They just, yeah, help us grab extra little dorks out of our deck, ensure that we can keep the pressure coming. And yeah, pretty good general value card. The mana is pretty straightforward or simple, bunch of duels, a couple of bivouacs, and the Kamigawa channel lands. And that's the deck. If you like the deck and like the video, all that, like, subscribe, etc. helps the channel a lot. Consider subscribing on Patreon, joining the community on the Discord, following me on various social medias that I don't really use all that much. I don't know, I tweet book reviews on Twitter. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Let's get on to some actual gameplay. The tokens are very good, for sure. I like this hand. Or like this red is more functional to me than a fair number of hands we've had of like veteran on 1, dog on 2, etc, etc. They won't go easy on me. Dog. Tome Raider for the opponent. We're versus Pirates. I think we'll be okay. Or, yeah, I don't know, 2 Warleader's calls again, which we do want to get down. But they're not having a super fast start, which is good for us. Okay. Ding ourselves for 1, do this. No attacks? The veteran's a little bit awkward in that I want to keep the veteran around for defense and, like, healing and stuff, and we could attack with the dog, but if I'm blocking stuff, I want to block with the dog. Cool and good. Warleader's call number 2. And then do a thing. Deck goes burr. Feeling alright. Definitely attack with at least the dog. I'll attack with the veteran too, actually. They have to double block the veteran to take it off the field, and I think I'm okay with that. Sure. So we get both the Staunch Crewmate and the Tome Raider here. Yeah, we have the recast on the veteran as well, which is less good, but still relevant for our deck. Breaches! Give me another 1-drop. Our deck doesn't really have top end, or I don't know. So far I'm feeling good about just like playing more trash 2-drops, or playing more value 2-drops versus playing top end stuff. Let's do violence here. The Rat Fireball is neat. But yeah, I always like to optimize around, like, an average play pattern, rather than the kind of fun meme top-end win. Captain Storm goes burr. Breaches gets thick. We could imagine having so many cards in hand. Spyglass Siren, sure. Sorry, we just kill them with this, don't we? I was holding that, or like... I don't know why I was stalling in that way. I just... To be fair to me, I haven't landed triple Warleader's call before, so apologies to the opponent for, like, doing that to them. Listen, sometimes I don't think about math. Most of the time I don't think about math. Players, reinforcements, stuff, sure, seems okay. Bivouac on 1. Doggos being good doggos, absolutely. Battlefield Forge. Assemble the players. They don't have anything we can block on the ground yet, and it's a good time to get it down. Just want to hear more freestyle scatting or whatever. Love a good dogga-dogga-dee-ga-da-ba-ba-go. Phoenix check with a monstrous rage, hitting us for 4 damage, taking us to 15 and generating a treasure token for the opponent. Thinking. If our hand worked differently, we'd be able to be cheeky and do this on their turn. As is, I'll just take the free draw, I guess, or like the draw off of Assemble the Players. Get a board happening that will help our Case of the Gateway Express, which is nice. Hell yeah! Rip that Case of the Gateway Express, I guess. Nice thing is we do solve our case here, so we can do, Warden off the top, Case the Phoenix chick, bing bang bing bang bong. Sticky Fingers gives him a card, but that's fine. I guess we can also Knight-Errant here, which is kind of fun. That will shuffle away the case, which, do I care about that? Let's get the Knight-Errant down. Dog. Rip those Warleader's calls. Dog can also manipulate the top of our deck for the purpose of Assemble the Players, which is kind of nice. That's a upside to them in this deck that I hadn't really thought about. Like, them into the farmhand shuffles, the dog draws the card, both of them just change what the top card is. So that's neat. Our opponent gets a mountain. Did we not? Oh yeah, I thought about attacking with 3 creatures, but I went for the Knight Convoke instead, right. That was, yeah. Let's try it. Or like draw this Knight-Errant into hand. Dog! Get that assemble the player's value. Play out a Battlefield Forge, Novice Inspector, ding ourselves. Knight-Errant with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I should have thought about that more, but that's fine. Attack with 3, solve the case. Take the opponent to 14. So that's nice. Having the solved case is very good for applying pressure here. Feldon goes burr. Sticky fingers on Feldon. That's kind of fine, honestly, or like taking 3 here's not the worst for us. They do fire off a billion curse triggers, which is maybe a concern, or they can actually leverage or assemble the players, which is kind of rough, or maybe relevant. Our Lunarch veteran here is going to be cool and good. Yeah, we heal at least 3 off of the Lunarch veteran. We also are swinging for kind of a billion damage. We were swinging for a lot of damage, yeah, sorry. Math. Yeah, neither of their things can block. This is one reason why I think I'm lower on Feldon in particular than other people, is like, not that most other cards would solve stuff for them, but yeah, the no block downside can matter. Anyway, good games to our opponent. I will take this hand. I guess we actually have good land, or like good mana here too, because we can Lunarch Veteran, Mountain and Doggo, and then the Sundown Pass will be untapped. Why are people playing Dream Thief all of a sudden? Or yeah, I don't know, anyway. Dog. Draw a card. Novice Inspector. We can Knight-Errant, which is kind of neat. Are they gonna shoot my veteran? They shoot my veteran with Virtue of Persistence. In that case... Just wondering if I want to, like, bivouac and play out the veteran or get 2 other things down. Why don't we get other things down? I think this is just going to give me more flexibility on upcoming turns. Another bivouac's not ideal. Bonk. I hate Gix so much. Clue. We should get the veteran down. Or like have a flying blocker. And we don't... I mean, I guess we have a valid convoke here. That probably makes sense, huh? Of like, do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap for whatever. Rough hits. Or I mean, just a lot of cards we would have kind of liked to draw. Hopefully here they at least don't have 2 pieces of spot removal. They're playing black, so they probably do, but... Preacher, okay. Sure, I will take that block literally 100% of the time. Yeah, at least we're not drawing more lands. I guess do like veteran Novice Inspector. I really would like a card to enhance the board, though. Is the thing, or just like where we're at now? A Warleader's Call, or a Case, or something. Yeah, I don't know, I'll take this. Or I'll see if they block here. They block with the Preacher, sure. That's fine. Oh, fuck off. I fucking hate black in Standard. What a miserable way to design a color. This hand is okay. Do this, do the ward, and it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Skix guy's a real jerk. I wish he would just let my board attack. I fucking hate Dominaria United as a side note, or just like what a god-awful set. A lot of annoying cards in Standard are from Old Standard or like should have rotated out already. Everything else that's like a problem that hasn't rotated is from Dominaria United, like Shieldred, Atraxa, Leyline Binding. Not Beans. Sorry, I was thinking of Beans for a second just cause. Sometimes you just think of Beans. That one's Eldraine. At least Eldraine was fun, or like had some interesting cards. All the Dom U cards are just like fucking infinite win value stuff and not even like Drown in the Lock. Oh, you have to at least build your deck around Drown in the Lock for it to be a broken, annoying card. And yeah, everything from Dominaria United that isn't broken is worthless. Like just all the fair domain cards. Embercleave did do nothing wrong. Absolutely. We can take out Lord Skitter here, which is something. I think that's worth it. Long live the Cleave. I never stopped believing in that there Cleave. Bing bong, we don't solve the case, unfortunately, but it's fine. God forbid Mono Red have tech. Fucking, oh my god, can you imagine a red player being able to actually compensate and, like, adapt to what's in the meta? Oh. Don't you dare give them any utility, for the love of God. Let's just... Anyway, violence? I was looking at the Knight-Errant thing for a second, or considering that, but I think solving the case here is just quite good for us. Play out the Novice Inspector. Warleader's Call dings them, case solves, which is nice. Field of Ruin on a Bivouac, sure. I don't think I actually played at that point, or like Ferocidon... what was the way I have of carbon dating when I started playing Magic and Arena? It was like the infinite turns thing. That was banned only in Best of One. Why can't I think of the name of that card? But I started playing, like, exactly when that ban happened. Wow, aren't you fun and interesting? Everyone loves Obliterator with fight spells. Nexus of Fate, thank you. Yes. That is the thing. So we have options here. I'd like to get rid of 2 tokens and 1 land, I think. That seems like a reasonable way to do stuff. I don't know. Bonk. Okay. We would like to do... Bing, bang, bong. Double Resolute reinforcements just for the Warleader's call procs, I feel like is the way to go. I was going to crack the clue for a second, but we actually have pretty good attacks once stuff is... Like, once the turn comes back to us, maybe that'll change with another blocker, or two blockers, as the case may be.
Leave no mind
Resolute reinforcements goes Burr. Bingus, Bongus. My turn. Casing the Obliterator is funny. I don't know if it's actually correct. Actually, it... Yeah, sorry. We, also, how early was that scoop from them? Was I doing the thing again where I don't... Sure, we won through an Obliterator fight spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, we deal 6 to them if we have the... Oh yeah, they're dead. Sorry. I got distracted thinking about fighting the Obliterator. The play we have is, like, reinforcements, case the Obliterator, sack all our lands or whatever attack. That's how we shove a lot of damage, or, like, even more damage that turn. Anyway, we win! Woo! I think I like this hand. Lunarch Veteran into case or dog. Or, sorry, not case. Assemble the players or dog. Red-black. Let's assemble the players. Would you like to cut down my veteran opponent? Land incoming, okay. Oh, wow! What a stunning turn of events! No, I don't know, sarcasm is just how I deal with Standard being real tedious. At this point, I know it's like the same joke over and over, but still. Sundown Pass, Novice Inspector off the top. Can't case the Harvester yet. I guess we want to Resolute reinforcements, probably. Because we're okay drawing the land. Artificer? That's not an Artificer. Boo. Boo. Boo this opponent. Sure, hit me. We'll do this now because they're out of mana. The Preacher is a better target for us to case. So we would like to play out the dog, or sorry, is it play out the dog or the Veteran? Maybe the Veteran, actually. Because we hit our land drops, we don't need to get the Anthem into hand. And then we can case the Preacher, which shuts off some of their stabilization, and we can also solve the case this turn without losing a body, which is nice. Jinkies. It turns out it was everyone this whole time. Spoilers for a... I don't actually know how old Murder on the Orient Express is. It's one of those things in my head that could be like 60, 50 years old or whatever, but it could also be 150 years old. I feel like I should know, but anyway. I was just like, oh god, actually... Bloodtithe Harvester, going vroom vroom, sure. They sink like their entire turn into killing two things, which is pretty good for us. We do have the Warleader's call incoming. This is one of the spots where just knowing what's on top of our deck is actually really good. Because we get to draw a land here, and we know we're drawing a land, which means we can play out a Warleader's call. That movie. Oh, Appraiser? Okay, sure. Cut down. Neat Ravenous Chupacabra you've got there. Anyway, another case incoming. I mean, I assume it's a movie. The original thing is the Agatha Christie book. I mean, we can case the Appraiser. Yeah, Chupacabra with extra steps. Is this better or worse than doing the call? I don't know, solving the case seems decent. Then eventually we'll draw a creature and we can just like Warleader's Call, fire stuff off. Appraiser number 2 spins into a Blood Tithe Harvester, okay. I mean, that's a blocker, which is good for them, although we can case something and kill them, so that's nice. Love to be able to case something and to do a murder. Case the joint and slam down the call and go vroom vroom. Yay! Once again, we do a murder. Good games to the opponent. Try for another game or whatever. This hand is okay-ish. Warden into Epicure's not bad. Although I guess we could do like Lunarch Veteran into Wardens, and that's okay, because we don't usually want to attack with these, at least into early creatures. Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of the hope. Anyway, Lunarch Veteran. Warden. Bing bong. Do the Warden thing. Tippity tappity tippity tappity. I kind of want land. I don't know if that's weird, or like if I'm gonna regret doing that. We just already have enough for Convoke stuff, so I kind of want either land or like the case or a Warleader's thing. Are we dealing with more people doing like weird Boros control? Epicure. I kind of want to double up on the Warden proc, maybe? Or we will have enough stuff to do that, right? Like tap everything else and then attack with it? Or brain help? Sure. Seems good. Submit 3. Warden's flying now, which is great. Or that's good pressure. Restoration, sure. Concerned about racing a Sunfall. Let's play out Dog, maybe? Try to get a land. Love to hit land drops. Nope, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Thing that will give us land for sure, and thing that can card draw us into a land. Let's tap these, because I don't care about blocking the 1/1s. I don't know. An Anthem or something would be good. Bitter Reunion. Big Score, they're a combo deck of some variety. We're gonna eat a sweeper now, aren't we? Although I guess if we're eating, if it's a damage sweeper anyway, at least our Knight-Errant and Warden are safe, so that's something. Spot removal on the Warden, sure. Case. I guess we do the case. I'm not jazzed about it. I really like flipping the case aggressively. Because if they don't have a sweeper, that's a lot of power and toughness with the solve. Or a lot of power, like, we clock them very effectively with the solve. And that seems neat. Okay. Not throwing that under the Knight-Errant feels very weird to me. Big Score, okay. 2 blocks. Claw come 4. They might have spot removal. Case that! Architect! Woo! Clap, 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 clap. Everyone loved that. Yay. Yeah, the Architect was a little bit worrying, even if we don't. Spot removal, I guess, is a concern, or like, is the only way we don't win there with like a shock and something instant speed and white. But they don't have that, I guess, so they scoop out there, but yeah, the case of the Gateway Express ensures we get the win, even with our 2 lands. So that's nice. I like that. Thank you for watching the video, and an extra big thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members that help make these videos possible. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.